I'm gonna go look off the porch and see if I see any on the hill over here. I didn't see any out all day yesterday. Did you see any last night? They were hunkered down last night, weren't they?
They probably got a place over in the woods.
Let's see if they're out on the cemetery hill. They might be. Beautiful sunset.
Upgrade fast. Call Arnold Jones Services. Your system for built. Can't go wrong with Arnold Jones Services. Oh, Sono Bello. Just one visit.
Where'd they go? Did you notice?
No.
It was instant. I got an amazing flat stomach. Physically, you can see it. That belly is gone. I feel great. Sono Bello did that for me.
With Sono Bello's advanced micro laser technology,
You can see the grass in his on his little hill where that
always wanted
the wind blew off the snow on the side of one of his hills up there. You can see the grass.
cosmetic surgery specialist.
It's like really hitting an easy button.
I see a snatched waist and some curves that look really good. I went from a 14 to a 4. It was a one-day solution for me.
There's no more frustration, just permanent results.
They gave me a whole new body, and I am loving it.
Sono Bello has over 50,000 five-star reviews and board-certified surgeons. Call now for your personalized consultation. That's over a best body more affordable than ever. Call Sono.
Watch the Fox 8 Morning News. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30. North Carolina Governor Todd Stein sending out a clear message earlier today in his winter storm update. Just stay off the roads, stay safe. And I mentioned earlier that he mentioned all of North Carolina's 100 counties got snow in their towns, and that just doesn't happen.
It certainly doesn't. So we have good news. There's been more than 1,000 crashes across the state due to weather and 2 deaths. Looking ahead, the concern is spreading inland. The biggest concern in the state now, dropping temperatures leading to black ice forming on roads. Just heard Vance 18 degrees. Governor Stein warned of a potential strain on the state's electrical grid because people are cranking up those heaters. This morning, state officials say there were already more than 2,000 power outages reported.
If you lose power, wear layers and sleep with a lot of blankets. Know the signs of frostbite, like losing feeling and color in your fingers, and hypothermia, which creates uncontrollable shivering and disorientation. If someone in your home displays these symptoms, call 911.
Union utility companies are urging people to be conservative with power. I got a text from you earlier. They want you to turn off unnecessary lights, unplug any appliances that you're not using. You can check drive nc.gov for information.
We're looking at.
When asked why, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago,
Says here's a picture of that guy that's holding a gun. I'm looking at see where the gun is he's holding.
Tomorrow, Monday.
NASCAR's experts prepping Bowman Gray for the race. It's now been moved for Wednesday.
No, he wasn't holding one. He.
Annie has the latest details.
Oh.
At historic Bowman Gray Stadium.
Well, this is a previous incident. This happened before that. That wasn't during the incident. This happened sometime before that.
Oh, is that what it's saying?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That he wielded one in a protest prior to this.
Originally postponed this race to Monday.
It says new footage shows Alex holding a gun
The later we got it,
in the altercation with federal agents days before he was shot dead.
idea to even host a race without fans in the stands was brought up, but Clash Project lead Justin Swilling
I didn't
says
read
that
all
wasn't
of
something
it.
they
I
wanted
was
to
just
do.
looking for the gun.
I don't know how accurate that is, you know. It could be false, it could be true. Who knows? The internet's a bunch of lies and a bunch of truths. I don't know.
Anybody's come to the madhouse for an event. You know that it's just as much the fans as the competitors that makes this show. So we explored all scenarios, but at the end of the day, wanted to give ourselves plenty of time, wanted to give the community plenty of time as well to get over the most recent storms that we've had. And we felt that Wednesday was the safest time to have everybody ascend on Bowman Gray Stadium.
The decision to reschedule the Cookout Clash to Wednesday was purely
It's still pretty cold out there, and for good reason. The numbers are cold. They're warmer than they were yesterday. This time yesterday, we were in the teens. Right now, we're in the upper 20s with a few low 30s sprinkled in. Lexington just flipped to 31 as I was talking. 31 degrees, high point 28 in Winston, 29 degrees in Greensboro. Wind chills are in the teens still at this moment. We're going to be dipping down tonight close to 10. We'll take a look at that. We'll also be looking at the rest of the week in just a moment.
People are worried about losing money in the stock market, and the interest rates at the banks are so low. Linda showed us how to safely get over 5% interest on our money with no fees.
Thanks to Linda, we sleep well. Our money is safe and growing.
Hi, I'm Linda Pritchett. If you're not safely getting over 5% interest on your money, call me. I'm in the Triad, and I'm here to help.
Should a home improvement company be local, licensed, and insured? Should they come to you and give you a free at-home estimate? Should they offer low and no interest financing on decks, patios, buildings, and roofing? And should their prices be a fraction of the national companies for windows, siding, and gutters? If you answered yes, welcome to the Improvement Store. Get your free at-home estimate today by calling 1-800-938-9258 or visit theimprovementstore.com.
Weight loss injections are changing the weight loss game, and here's the truth. Most won't tell you. Without expert supervision, you could lose muscle, not fat, and slow down your metabolism.
Get out of the house. It's persistence. They hold you accountable. That's how I lost 50 pounds.
In fact, most patients lose weight twice as fast with any weight loss than on weight loss injections alone. Get your first month of weight loss injections for as little as $149. Many weight loss, expert results you can trust.
I want to stop losing sleep over this. I want to know if surgery is the right decision. I want to protect what it built. I want a plan designed just for me. I want to know that I'm in excellent hands. I want the latest and greatest. I want to continue to grow. No matter what life throws my way.
For the best surgical care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
How'd they know that?
No what?
That's the best surgeons.
They don't.
Isn't that like false advertisement?
Huh?
Shouldn't you have proof of that if you're gonna say it? Shouldn't you have proof of it?
Supposed to.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Get 0.99% APR or 1,000 bonus cash on a Tucson 4 weeks for only $279 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Watch the Fox 8 Morning News. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30.
In the Charlotte area, which got buried in the snow, not like we did, emergency crews responded to a call last night to someone.
I don't believe the truck drove into the pond.
Responders say the
That's
driver of the
stupid.
pickup truck lost control, ended up in a retention pond. The driver was able to get out of the cab.
He probably slid into the pond.
Truck bed, but
Yeah.
wasn't able to get out of the truck bed. So Charlotte Fire pulled the driver out, got him some medical attention. By all indications, he should be okay.
A Holly Springs police officer rescued a boy fell into an icy pond. There, arrested got the attention of the officer about 2 o'clock yesterday. They said the boy was walking on the pond's thin ice and fell through. The Holly Springs Police Department says the officer jumped into the pond, pulled that boy out of it, and put him in his police cruiser. Emergency responders checked the boy and the officer and cleared them both. The boy reunited with his parents soon. Thank goodness.
Holly Springs, a town in Wayne County, just outside of Raleigh. The snow was falling yesterday, policing Gastonia, west of Charlotte. According to train hit a semi-truck. In fact, the police department posted these pictures on social media. The semi was stuck on the tracks when the train was hit. No one was hurt, thank goodness. Gastonia police say this is exactly why it's been telling everybody to stay off the roads.
Let's take you to the Outer Banks. NC 12 closed between Oregon and Redanby and to the north end of Overcook. This is what it looks like on Key Island from this morning. Ocean overwash covering the highway making it impassable. It's surreal to see this. The water also causing issues in Buxton and Hatteras.
Since you're fairly new to North Carolina, go to Overcook sometime.
Okay.
You said you was gonna fix my phone first.
Oh, make you a profile?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can send you a smiley face or something.
Yeah, hold on.
For 70 years, we've been builders, making homes for the dreamers. We've remained dedicated to making home ownership attainable for families everywhere. We're celebrating 70 years of innovation with new homes starting in the 70,000s, featuring Energy Star kitchen appliances and modern upgrades to deliver unmatched attainability 3 generations in the making. Start your story during our anniversary celebration with new homes starting in the 70,000s.
At John's Plumbing, we're here to handle all your plumbing needs, from simple leaks to major repairs.
And the one, I think the smaller one was kind of like the Sierra sound, but not quite. It was just more of a, it made no sense to me that what they were doing. And this went on for.
I need you to reboot your phone. It's acting kind of funny on me.
Yeah,
Can you reboot your phone for me?
here.
It's not trying to be
That
nice.
expedition from Thames Park right there.
It's doing that
I didn't have a gun.
that same thing it did when you tried to pull up that other
I picked
thing.
up my keys, I said, don't get crazy, I don't have my emergency
I don't know, but maybe you just need to reboot it.
on my truck, down the horn, wake everybody else up.
And
But
get
they're
your
all, they
thing
all
off.
slept, they were all snoring away. And I think that's the reason they came in and camped, is to learn
It's like
snore.
Gizmo.
But you know, during that week,
What's
we
that?
looked across the river over
Gizmo
here,
the
and there was,
gorilla.
a lot
I
of
don't know.
trails back there from Mount
Where
Pike.
you see that at?
Mount Pike.
It's gone.
Except we
Okay.
saw some little round things over, we couldn't explain, we saw maybe it's weeds or whatever. And that is one of
Love spells are very popular with the ancient Greeks, making up about 25% of the tablets discovered so far. They typically boil down to one of two things. Either they increase the desire of someone who's not currently showing any interest, or they inflict harm on a romantic rival or a lover embroiled in a quarrel.
What's unique about these cursed tablets containing love spells is that they're incredibly specific and intentional about whose name. Most cursed tablets briefly mention the intended victim, but when it comes to love and sex, we see extra details because there's no room for mistakes.
One tablet from 270 AD says, quote, "May the mind and heart of Sextilius, son of Dionysa, burn with love and longing for me, Septima, daughter of Amina."
Well, that's
She
weird.
clearly wants to make sure the curse works on exactly the right people, so for added insurance, she adds the names of their parents. Sometimes one unlucky person
Wonder how it
can be
worked
the
out for
victim
them.
of multiple curses. In the early 1960s, in Morgantina, Sicily, they found a set of 10 cursed tablets. 4 of these were all aimed at the same person, Venusta.
One tablet says,
Thanks,
quote,
Pete.
Gaia, Hermes, gods of the underworld, receive Venusta, slave of Rufus, essentially wishing for her to go to hell.
Well, ain't that
We don't
nice?
know what exactly this Venusta woman did or who wants her dead, but to cast the curse 4 times implies that she could have angered
That woman just spoke a curse on that TV, and it just came in this house. What are you gonna do about it?
Despite the popularity
She
of
spoke an
cursed
ancient
tablets,
curse.
not everyone's a
On
believer.
who?
It don't matter who it is on. She said it. Right? What was that? It's some big old ball just flew down and hit, it flew right down past the window. A big old white ball.
Big old white
A white ball?
ball.
Ball looking thing, like a white ball.
Because it deprives people of the truth. And
See?
to do it, Plato
You invited the curse in here, now you're gonna have to ask for us to get it out.
can be
I was unified.
Watching that daggone TV crap. All them curses. That's cursed tablets. They're wishing people dead and stuff. That's demon.
A cursed woman.
They want people dead. It cursed. It's written on tablets, like back in Jesus' days, or maybe even before him.
Well, I didn't read.
Well, they read it out loud.
I didn't hear.
It don't matter. They spoke it in the house.
Mm.
That's true. You didn't hear it. I don't know if that matters. I don't know. You are deaf. I don't know if that matters. I don't know.
I'm not letting relapsing and
I heard it. That's great.
My treatment choice? Boom. That's Kesimpta. It's proven to reduce relapses and slow disability progression. Plus, it's the only nasal treatment I can take at home.
Or take
That's
with
so
me.
stupid.
That's Kesimpta.
No pre-treatment with steroids for infusion.
Well, I'm so fat. I gotta lose weight because I gotta put my needle in
Don't
here.
take if you've had an allergic or
Just
life-threatening
stop
infection,
eating.
Kesimpta, or have hepatitis B. You'll be tested for Hep B before treatment. It could return. Serious
wrong with
side
people?
effects include infections and PML, a rare
There's
brain
another
infection.
pill to take for something else. It's supposed to be down on your knees praying for the God take away from you. We are so messed up.
Harm your unborn baby. You'll be monitored for a decrease in certain antibodies and liver function, as it may cause liver damage. Most common side effects are upper respiratory infection, headache, and injection reactions. Swelling, itching, pain, skin redness, fever.
That sounds fun, don't it?
Chills and tiredness.
I go down there like you're supposed to.
That phone ain't got no. Well, it might listen. I don't know. It might be hearing you. I don't know. It could be.
Down there like you're supposed to.
You might have to take it out of the case. Is it out of the case?
No, but
The buttons on it are weird. It don't work right with the case.
For centuries, ancient Greeks and Romans employed curse tablets to bewitch lovers and settle scores with enemies. Is it possible that any of these curses pan out? We do have some historical accounts.
take it out the case for
Named
me.
victims of curses do in fact meet with unfortunate fates.
Mine's easier than yours.
One such story
Oh, this is yours.
involves a
Daggum.
official in Greece.
In Athens, a noble named Alcibiades is born into a rich, politically powerful family in 450.
Dad, was you grunt because he was trying to take it out of the case?
Yeah.
And he's a friend and a student of Socrates.
Was you trying to pull the case off the wall?
No, I was drunk because getting mad at him.
All right.
Because when I get ready to mash the
He also made some
the
serious enemies.
start
With his
button,
confidence and
it
connections,
takes off on
Alcibiades
me.
easily rises through the ranks to
That's
become
usually what
the
happens when you
general
first
and
start
member
takes off on you.
of
What are you
the
talking
military
about?
at the young age of 30.
Taking off on you.
Mash the start button, touch it, and it'll go to the bottom and disappear.
Oh, okay. Well, try not to get angry about it. Just try to figure it out. Do it.
Alcibiades persuades the Greek assembly to take part in a military expedition in Sicily as part of the Peloponnesian War. Right before he's about to leave for Sicily, a bunch of sacred statues of the god Hermes are vandalized throughout Athens. Their phalluses are removed.
Well,
The Greeks are pretty superstitious. This is seen as a bad omen, especially in the middle of a military campaign. The public is outraged, and the crime is pinned on Alcibiades. He is accused of defacing the statues in a drunken stupor. Now, we can't be sure whether he did it or not, but historians believe he may have been set up by his political rivals.
Alcibiades is not only charged with this crime, but they also pile on another more serious charge of drunkenly defiling a ritual ceremony. Alcibiades is found guilty of sacrilege. His possessions confiscated.
He's also issued an unusual curse.
It turns out, curses are just for individuals with a grudge.
that's their judgment.
Governments would order curses. In this case, the Athenian authorities get the holy priests to draw up a curse against Alcibiades for him to die a horrible death. This curse is then read aloud in public.
It's essentially the death penalty, but in curse form. Afraid for his life, and thinking he can outrun the curse, Alcibiades flees to Sparta, where he turns Roman's military secrets. He's kind of like an ancient version of Benedict Arnold. As in Athens, he makes both friends and enemies in Sparta.
Alcibiades' curse finally catches up with him when his Spartan enemies convince the Persians to take him back. They light his hut on fire, and when he comes running out, sword in hand, he's viciously murdered with javelins and arrows. If you want to believe in such things, it seems like this curse did its job.
I think I let somebody outside though. Okay, there's her.
One curse seems to have worked in ancient Rome as well.
You see, is Oodles with you?
Those of course she got
In the
pissed
early
off.
1st century,
What?
Got pissed
successful
off
and
with this.
popular
What,
general
just
named
a while ago?
Germanicus.
Yeah,
So she's in the house?
yeah.
He is the
Eh,
adopted son of the Emperor Tiberius.
Got to play.
First emperor. But
She got mad, went back in there?
there's
When we're there, then
In 1980,
That
Germanicus
all got-
takes a trip to
Miles
Egypt,
got
but
her
when he
place.
returns back to Rome,
She
he
just
gets
did it.
a sudden,
She
unexplained
might-
illness. Germanicus
She might be in the living room.
is pretty sure he knows what happened.
Did you do it?
He believes his rival Piso
Yeah, it's
must have
rebooted.
cursed him
Alright.
by placing objects of black magic in his
Gimme,
house.
gimme.
He tells anyone who will listen that he thinks he's been cursed, but not too many people take him seriously.
Just let her in.
However, a few months later, Germanicus dies. This turns Germanicus' room
Your phone's slippery than mine.
with his name on it.
It is.
What?
Your phone on the back. It feels like glass.
Dark magic materials, blood-smeared ash,
It was sliding out of my hands. Watch. It's slide. I can't hold on to it. Just watch.
Yeah, but you take yours out every now and then. Ain't never been out.
You think that's what it is? Wear and tear?
Yeah.
Got some grip on it? Okay.
Insane
Well.
and cruel tyrant who spends a fortune of the empire's money on indulgent
Where you at,
properties
Lou? I'll
and
get you up there now.
construction projects for
You
himself.
got it on airplane mode for one
On
thing.
a very different path.
Well, I've mashed everything to get that to download out, you know, probably on everything.
It's good right now.
Just to make sure it's that.
It's off. I turned it
Everything.
off. I turned it off.
The use of
See
cursed
if it's
tablets
on
starts to
Bluetooth.
fall out of favor,
Alright.
due in part to the rise of Christianity.
Why? No, it's not, but why?
The emperor
I mash all kinds of stuff when I'm trying to do that. Some of them girls has got a belly on them.
What are you talking about?
For them runners, you wouldn't think that they would have a belly on them.
Where do you see a belly?
I seen one on them first ones that took off.
I believe that's muscle, Dad. That guts are muscle. That's muscle.
Okay.
That one, yeah. Is that a female?
I don't think so. I think that's a male. Are they letting him go hurt? That's a man.
No, they're not allowed to do that no more. They can't compete against each other no more like that.
Well, it looked like a man.
He sure did. Poor thing. What is it? The Olympic thing?
Yeah. Now she's got muscles.
She sure does.
Well, her hair's just a flop, like a horse's hair.
No shortage of storylines in this race. Gates Morris
They're flat chested. You think they had their boobs removed so they could run faster? I mean, they.
That one looks like a guy that's competing there.
Well, if you get to looking at the chest region, you can see they're about all the same, like flat. Boy, that'd be weird if they took their boobies off so they could run faster.
No, that. That right there looks like a man.
Yes, I know that. I see it. I don't know. It's not supposed to be like. I don't know. It's the Olympics, kind of like a. I don't know that.
But he sure. But then, he does. He looks like a man.
You mean she looks like a man?
Well, Trump, he ain't got nothing to do with the Olympics. He can't stop it there. But boy, he looks like a man. He may not be, but he's falling back. Somebody got a haul last time. I wonder how many miles they gotta run.
I don't know. They might put it at the bottom of the screen, but the weather's taking it up. The closings are taking it up. I can't tell. Can't read it.
There comes that man thing, he's gonna win. Look at that. He called him Caleb. Paul.
Well, it's a man. They said Paul, right?
I think that's what they call him. Yeah, they call him Paul. How can he race with the women? That is, it's a guy. I don't must see that far, do you?
Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Okay, that's a woman. Her name is Paul. She looks like a female in
They
the
said
face.
They called him a he.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Well, then that's what it is.
See, there's Paul.
Celebrating with the crowd as a Wanamaker Trophy winner in a mile that has not been faster anywhere else in the world in 2026. Nikki Hiltz is with Louis Johnson. And the crowd here Nikki, how bad have you
Hello, Nikki, Dad.
Oh my gosh, this is like my second
Sounds like a girl.
games. This is just one of those bucket list things. Like, you obviously want to battle the Olympics or worlds, but I want to win the Wanamaker Mile as a miler. Like, I did it, and that last lap was just like a celebration.
Same thing back to that last lap. You were just golden man.
Sounds like a girl built like a man.
What was that like?
Yeah, I just told myself I'm an American, you know, this crowd is for me, like this is my home, you know, I'm not even from New York, but I just love New York, I feel so like
So you got me a thing built.
yeah, no, it was just a lot of fun.
My phone ain't in here.
No, not yet.
Because they want to celebrate you, Nikki. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, get on your way then. What a fabulous performance, Louis. And our question is, who will join Nikki as a Wanamaker champion? Is it another first-time winner? Or will it be another year where the goose is on the loose? The Goose trying to become the first three-time consecutive winner since Bernard McGowan.
Well, that's the first girl Paul I've ever seen, and two.
Yes, sir.
That his curse actually it is actually a double impact. First, the club moves forward, hits the shell of the animal. At the same time, the force is so strong that the water boils. That's right. A bandish punch can boil water. The impact between the shell and the club creates a tiny vacuum. For a fraction of a second, the extreme pressure from this vacuum boils the surrounding water. This mix of boiling water and pressure creates a vapor bubble that explodes into a ball of sound and light, creating temperatures so hot they reach 7,000 degrees, as hot as the surface of the sun. So, the most powerful punch in the animal kingdom is part uppercut, part thermal explosion. This crab hasn't got a chance. Coming up, the power behind the kangaroo's 25-foot hopper. And just circling vultures really mean your time is up. Kangaroos are the only animal that hop to travel long distances. At speeds of 43 miles per hour, kangaroos can move faster than a greyhound and cover 25 feet in a single leap. And this physics-defying
Faster than a
bounce
greyhound.
actually uses up less energy the faster they go. What's the secret to a kangaroo's hop? 70% of Australia is made up of desert and sparse vegetation. That's over 3 million square miles, nearly 11 times the area of Texas. And yet, a giant 200-pound animal lives in
like a spring.
Think about the spring being squashed down, then stores energy. If you let it go, it will ping up.
A kangaroo's Achilles tendons hold 10 times more energy than their leg muscles. And the tendons are so efficient, they can recycle up to 90% of the energy from a moose hop. In fact, the faster the moose hops, the more energy the Achilles tendons recycle. So moose hardly use any muscle power at all. At this speed, it seems the kangaroo wouldn't balance until he was out of breath.
You having trouble?
Turns out,
Yeah. That flash still keeps coming up every time I try to do it.
deflating their lungs.
So I'm trying to figure something out.
What's it doing?
Are so
I don't know.
efficient.
Except I've done it on 2 different things now.
Can you delete it?
I'm trying to find out if we've got something blocked in the settings where it can't take information or something.
Next, the surprising truth to why vultures fly in circles.
Sorry, he's not the Pathfinder you
What happened? You need help?
Oh. It is crumbing me out.
Put her down, Dad.
You don't know what happened, do you? You're gonna have to get down.
I am not intimidated by the FCC. The President Trump is watching. I have one thing to say to you. If you lost weight, you look terrific.
We don't talk enough.
You're gonna have to get down.
He's going to run for a third term. Oh, here it is. The Constitution.
Thank you.
What do you think? Hey, I think it's overrated. Underrated. Underrated, as I said.
It's hot after a while.
Oh, I bet it does.
Moderate to severe eczema with that unbearable itch. When it's uncontrolled despite topical treatment.
That just happened when you sent me that.
Luvia blocks the signaling from IL-31. A switch that triggers.
I don't understand that.
Do not take if allergic to Nemluvia. Serious reactions may occur. Some severe. Have your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvia today.
And is this just into the lens? Sort of. Hi, how are you? Do you need insurance? Well, we're halfway there insurance. And when it
Hold
comes
on.
to-
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna do something different. Hold
we will
on.
give it a shot. So
Enough
click
time
on the
for
button
horse
at the
cock.
top. You do that if you just want to go on. You click if you need a quote today.
Hold on.
Here's a quote. Lower your expectations, know what I'm saying? We're still recording, we're still recording, we're still recording. It doesn't matter, they just take that stuff, that part of it out. They just cut that out.
If you look up and see vultures circling above you, don't worry. They're not waiting for you to die. That's a myth. So, if they're not waiting to pounce on weakened prey, why do vultures fly in circles? Vultures can be found on pretty much every continent on the planet, except Australia.
In a vast number of documented reports, often commenting on the massive weight of a bipedal entity as interpreted by the sound of each foot impacting the forest floor, or making a comparison between something enormous moving through the underbrush and the sound of heavy machinery. Another sound that has come to be associated with Sasquatch is often called wood knocking, which, as the term suggests, describes the popping
It's
noise
who did
created
it.
by
It's come
wood
behind
striking
you.
wood. Although this has not been commonly observed, the thinking is that wood knocking between Bigfoot represents some form of rudimentary communication based on reports in which a rough kind of call and response is heard. Those who have experienced wood knocking tend to connect it with surveillance, noticing it within moments of arriving at a site, with perhaps an answering knock followed by an eerie silence. Whether Sasquatch are making percussive sounds in
No,
woods with branches
You're not gonna get back up here.
remains
remains speculation. What can't be debated is that people out in nature are hearing the telltale sounds of very large living things in very close quarters, and that is unnerving enough.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of unnerved me was last time I remember the grill up here. You were standing by Clark Falls, and I stayed on Canadian Road and actually put the recorder outside my van. So I put it 50 feet from my van, or sitting in the van, and I had 3 hours worth of recording, and I figured out before I got into it, and I started hearing, because it's gravel road, and then there's always a pine, pines around. I'm sitting on the garage parking, so I should drive it, because I was driving, and I put that recorder in the driveway. And I just, for about 3 or 4 minutes, I started hearing, as somebody was going along these pine trees and breaking the sticks off, like I would do if I'm going to start a fire, or something like that. And it just, they kept doing it over and over and over. And then I hear a tree pushing and fall. You hear a crash. And then I can hear from my recorders, right along the edges of gravel road, and I can hear something 2 feet just running up the gravel road. I'd have to look back to see if it's still happening. It was on recording, but I didn't. I can't put on the computer.
Here in West Virginia, the newest national park is the River Gorge National Park. And I've spent many, many hours, days, months, over the years in the New River Gorge. One time I was in the gorge and I was walking along the New River, which, is one of the oldest rivers in the world. And there's all these cliffs, these rock outcroppings. And who I was with, I was pointing out this one cliff, and I said, you see how that overhangs? A lot of times we would believe that they would have, some type of sentinel animal would be up there kind of watching the area while maybe the family was feeding somewhere on the mountainside. When we got close to that cliff, I heard this, as soon as I heard, I recognized the wood knocking, and I asked her, I'm like, did you hear that? And she said, yeah, and I'm like, listen, so we heard 4 of them over about 20 seconds. And she said, what do you think that is? We're across the river, so we're a couple hundred yards from them. So I said, well, maybe they saw us, or it saw us, or whatever it was, saw us. But then about 20 seconds later, here comes these 4-wheelers someplace they're not supposed to be down in this bottom. So in my mind, whatever it was up there watching, heard those a long time before me, was just warning the other ones, where something was around. So I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, I go up to that same place, so I park in a place where I can walk to that area. As soon as I walk out to where I'm below that cliff, boom, 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 boom. To me, it meant, oh my God, somebody's right here now, as opposed to the other one was more like, hey, somebody's around kind of thing. So I get up on this mountainside just to get, I tried to take pictures of all the time of how steep parts of West Virginia are, and it's just hard to fathom. But to get to that one mountain, to get up it, it's probably a couple hours. And you don't really want to do it when it's warm and snaky. There's a lot of rocks around, snakes are out everywhere. And so when I got up, just to the base of the cliff, there was a mine. And I thought, what a perfect place. Something could stay up here because it's bad. There's water coming out of the mine. And, they could see me or whatever. And a long time before I ever got there, and I think that's what happened. But when I was going up
fine with them. But I get to this one area, and I'm on the video, and you've seen the videos. I was getting ready to say I haven't found anything. But can you guys hear that wood knocking? I don't know if I can switch the camera when you point in that direction. I just flip my phone. It was coming from that area over there. Boy, I hope that picked up. And what I hear is something walking behind me, heading back down. But I can see 50, 60 feet, and I can see anything. So I passed off the squirrel and deer, but I can hear his footsteps going down the hill. And I continued to the top of the hill and checked out all the top of the ridge and looked down over the valley and see if I could hear anything. Didn't hear anything. Okay, I'm back. Got my backpack on. A pistol on my side. This is the access road to where I just heard the knocking. Not sure what it was. I don't believe it was a woodpecker. Just didn't have the right sound. It wasn't that normal woodpecker sound, which is pretty rapid. I get back to the van, and I go to the back and go push the button to raise the hatch. And that's when I noticed there's a big handprints on the back. Okay, something else interesting just happened. I just got back to my car, and as you can see, there, and look, there's a handprint on the top of my car. What's interesting is, it doesn't look like it disturbed the dust much. It almost looks like mud on my car. I don't have any mud on me. That's clear on the top of my hatch of my van. So it almost looks like something put its hand there, and if you look, it looks like severe mud from hair. I can I'm a little baffled by this, because you can see where I touched earlier, putting my hatch back down. Is something getting down my car while I was up in the woods? I mean, I can't tell any footprints. I've been walking around there, a little bit. Didn't notice until I was getting ready to get in the back of the car.
You been there on my phone, huh?
No, I'm far from it, but I'll give it back to you. 'Cause
No, what do you mean? What do you mean you
I'm having to go through all kinds of mess to get to it.
Down here where the
Well,
windshield
go ahead.
bumper is, and it almost looks like the road was real dusty, so back there was dust. And it looked like
this is
prior to that before because of, what had happened. And it was two girls.
Well,
that had
it's kind of hard to explain.
Before they left for college in 3 weeks, they were just gonna
Is
go.
that bug going?
They
It's
later,
like
a couple of friends were gonna come. They were
I'm
gonna
not
go
sure.
a
They were
virus.
in this big state.
It's not letting me do certain things.
This camping spot.
It's still doing that
When they
thing
walked
too.
in, every time they walked in, they'd hear this
Trying to
bang,
see
and they thought.
if I can find out why it's
somebody
doing
was in
that.
the woods or somebody throwing something, they yelled
I'm
out.
not
they didn't hear
finding it.
anything. And the girls were passing each other back and forth, carrying stuff like a 10 or 15-minute walk to do their stuff. And when they got done, they were saying, "Did you hear that Maggie sound still?" And they're like, "Yeah." Well, the night passed and nothing happened. They didn't hear anything. And the next day, they were going to walk through these falls, which was about a 3-hour walk away. And they were laughing, joking all the way to the falls. They get their lunch there, and they were coming back. And as they were coming back, one of the girls' earrings had fallen off. And so she said, it's really the first time that they were quiet the whole trip. They were laughing. But for about 20 minutes, they were looking for the stem of that earring, and they just couldn't find it. Well, they heard this noise, like something laughing. And they both thought that somebody was making fun of them. And so they heard it again a few minutes later, and the girl said, "It's the people showing up the next day. They showed up early. They're trying to scare us and coming out here." Well, where they were on this path, it was about 40 feet into a creek. They couldn't see it because of all these thick-rooted deadwood bushes. So they kind of went through the bushes a little bit. They could hear something in the creek over there, but they couldn't see it. They're sneaking along. And when they stepped out into the creek into full view, she said that it was just like things exploded everywhere and all this motion, but standing right in front of them was an enormous Bigfoot. And she said that she wasn't even sure that it was real because it was standing perfectly still and not moving. And she heard a noise off to the right. They looked over there.
Every time it's in an unknown error, it always pops up every time too. It's kind of strange.
She said,
Not allow me to do simple things I can do. Anybody can do.
And so
On a
she said
phone.
that she gasped.
This phone's not allowing it
When
to
she
happen.
gasped, she said it just popped up right in.
I'm gonna have to take it up at the telephone office and show them.
Against his chest and
Yeah, it's like kind of having a seizure, like, and then it's like got this statement that comes up at the bottom all the time, and I can't even do anything.
Cause I've seen that before.
Oh, you might need to get another one done.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Unknown error, yeah.
Has a flexible foot, but it was on it. And so one more time, it went, "Mwah." And then it stepped into the woods. As soon as it stepped into those bushes and disappeared, all around them, these trees started falling. The girls were screaming, their hands over their heads. They just thought that, the trees were gonna come down on them. And eventually, the noise just went away from them. And the girl said to her friend, "Oh my God, what was it?" And they said, "It was a monster." And so she walked over, there was a little rock outcropping, and there was a bunch of
Crazy.
crawdads that were laying up there. So apparently, she told me, she said, "I think we interrupted them."
Alright, I'm gonna get back to you. That's what you're gonna have to
Do I
do.
need to charge it?
It's only like 70%. You could.
I better put the charge on, cause it'll take 2 hours. Asked about this.
About what?
What's that?
Let me see. Where'd you find it at?
It just came on.
That just popped up.
Yeah,
No, it didn't.
it did. I didn't push no buttons.
Oh. Okay, it's gone. I don't know where it went, but it's gone.
I don't know what it was.